Hey, I'm a big fan of Roth IRAs. They offer tax-free growth as long as you follow certain rules and are a good way to save for retirement. That's why some people are trying to get as much as they can into the Roth by doing what is called a Roth conversion. So if you have money in a traditional IRA or 401k, you can convert as much of that as you want to a Roth IRA. But there are certain things to consider that could actually hurt you when performing a Roth conversion. So let's get into it. Now, before we dive into this, if this is your first time here, my name is Keith Wilson. I'm a practicing financial advisor, and if you are interested in your financial future and how it will impact your retirement, hey, consider subscribing to my channel because I share a lot of personal finance videos to help you along your financial journey. All right, so first of all, what is a Roth conversion? In simple terms, what you're doing is you're taking money from a traditional IRA or 401k and you're transferring that into a Roth IRA. Now, this conversion is not considered to be a distribution, so you would avoid the 10% penalty, but you most assuredly will pay the taxes on the amount you convert. Now, that's because the money in your traditional IRA or 401k has not been taxed. Now, there is a difference between a conversion and a contribution to a Roth. With a contribution, there are contribution limits. You can only contribute so much into a Roth, and that amount changes from year to year. Also, there are income limits for those that can contribute. If you make over a certain amount, then you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. However, this is where the conversion comes in. There are no limits on Roth conversions. You can convert as much as you like, and it doesn't matter about your income. But here's the thing, the amount you convert is taxable at your ordinary income tax rate. So here's the question. The question is, how are you going to pay the taxes on the conversion? Well, this came up in a conversation I had recently with someone that wanted to convert their 401k into a Roth IRA. And we talked about the tax consequence on that conversion. So they said, hey, Keith, couldn't they just withhold the taxes on the conversion? And the answer is yes, you can do that, but here is the problem with that. The amount that is being withheld to pay the taxes would be considered a distribution, and thus you would pay a 10% penalty on that amount withheld. So for example, let's say you wanted to convert $50,000 from your IRA or 401k into a Roth, and you withheld, let's say 20% for taxes on that conversion. So in this example, only $40,000 would go into the Roth and $10,000 would be withheld. You would pay a 10% penalty on the $10,000, or in this example, $1,000. So you really should consider, not withholding taxes and pay the tax from another source. What I do is I recommend to my clients to have money saved up to pay the taxes out of pocket. And by the way, if you are considering a Roth conversion, you may want to check out my free retirement checkup to get more information on that. I have left a link in the description below for you to check that out. Now, the other issue here is less is going into the Roth by withholding the taxes. So the whole purpose of getting money into the Roth is for potential future tax-free growth. So pay attention to your tax bracket and consider the amount you convert and if it is going to push you into the next higher tax rate. So another issue to consider when doing a Roth conversion is how it would affect your health insurance premiums. And what I'm talking about here is if you have health insurance through the marketplace and you receive a subsidy because of your income, then amounts you convert to a Roth that could push you above the income limit and you could lose your subsidy, causing you to pay full price for your health insurance premium. Now, to qualify for a subsidy, your income must be between 100% to 400% of the federal poverty level. So do some calculations of the amount you convert to keep you within those limits, because you don't want a great big surprise come tax time. Now, speaking of health insurance, if you are close to Medicare age or you're already on Medicare, then you need to be aware of something called IRMA, or Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. It's a surcharge you might have to pay on top of your regular Medicare Part B and Part D premiums. And if your income is above a certain threshold, then it's going to hit you. So that threshold, it's based on your modified adjusted gross income from 2 years ago. And a Roth conversion, that counts as income for IRMA purposes. So if you do a big conversion in a single year, it could push your income up and trigger that surcharge. And that could end up costing you thousands of dollars in extra premiums. So you may want to spread the conversion over, several years, so you don't bump up your income too much in any one year. Or you could time the conversion for a year when you expect your income to be lower, like in a year when you're not working or you have other deductions that will lower your income. Now, these are just a few things to consider when converting to a Roth IRA, and I would really recommend you talk with your tax professional first to get a handle on it, to see if it makes sense for a Roth conversion. And hey, if you have found value in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. This helps me get the word out there. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.